So now, karibu to Albo wa Cinema. The person you see there is Gina Carano. That says an actress who has been, I think there's been Fast and the Furious. So let me check real fast. Yes, Deadpool, and then but of course it's the Mandalorian that really brought her to the fore, if you like. She's also former martial artist, and that's where kind of my that's how I got to know of her really. 43 years old now. She was fired by Disney over some political stuff. You know what? Hardly people don't remember, like hardly 4 5 years ago, the world was split based on American identity politics and all other types of, you had to follow certain ideologies, otherwise you are shut down on social media. That has is changing, and it's slowly getting back to kind of a normalcy where censoring is not as pervasive, but that's something we always have to deal with. So she was fired by Disney over some political stuff, which was so she settled. So what is going on at the moment is that she settled wrongful termination and discrimination lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm. Of course, are the ones who own the Mandalorian, over the 2021 firing from Mandalorian. The lawsuit filed in February 2024 in California federal court stemmed from a dismissal after controversial social media posts. The fact that, to be honest with you, this controversial social media thing where people are making it like it's you gotta follow certain ideologies to get jobs or investments or whatever the case may be. That is one of the worst way to try and pretend you are helping out, because they always use like, oh, harassment or this or that, but it's not really that. So uh a dismissal after controversies, including one comparing the treatment of conservatives in the US to Jews during the Holocaust. It is kind of how it's all started. You start to demonize certain ideas and people, and it escalates like that. She was right in that, but of course, the woke people, oh, how dare you? Like, no, no, this is how things start. Even the things that, even just banning someone from saying something because it somehow hurts some people's feelings. That's how dictatorship begins. People use their feelings. These days everybody's feelings. So everybody's trying to use feelings to legislate other people's lives. So anyway, um, so Carano alleged Disney fired her for her right-wing views, US, the West, really. Discriminated against her based on sex and retaliated for her refusal to meet with the LGBTQ plus group or issue a public apology. Yes, she was told to issue a public and then meet with this weird group of LGBTQ rights groups so that they can query her and question her. Like creating this kind of inquisition type groups. But it's no, you have to come tell us. Our feelings were hurt. Come, we must come and whip you into shape. She sought, so I refusal to meet with she sought at least 25,000 in damages only. Punitive and restatement as Cara Dune. So she wanted the role, but you see, the thing has already passed. So I'm guessing something changed. The settlement announced on August 25th resolved all claims, no financial details disclosed. Disney and Lucasfilm stated Carano was well respected. Anyway, let's see what she wrote here. This is her X account, 1.4 million followers. So I have come to an agreement with Disney Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the force. I want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to Elon Musk. So, by the way, Elon Musk bankrolled all this. He was also very pissed in how people are just censoring people and they're also attacking him and his whatnot, his businesses. It was really there's still a lot of that going on right now. We have the Bill Gates thing. Like, why are you guys just allowing this guy just hold scene and man, I hate this country. Thank you, Mr. Musk and X, for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. So he was funding. So a man so Elon Musk, a man I've never met who did this good Samaritan did for me in funding my lawsuit. Of course, he was doing it, but also he was getting back at the people that were going after his biasharas. A lot of media, by they are used to smear people with fake things, so it takes a while. But they know most of them they understand you don't have the money to fight them, so it's kind of just passes. But when they get somebody who has the money to pass them, more often than not they settle because they're usually in the wrong. Um, Thank you, Master, to my lawyers, that person who walked me through this unknown territory. Thank you for your wisdom and guidance. I'm humbled and grateful to God for his love and grace. I'd like to thank all of you and relentless support throughout. Yeah, so actually, a lot of people came out to support her, to really, like, how dare you guys, like, we are canceling, and people liked her character in The Mandalorian and all that, Cara Dune. So I'm excited to flip the page and move to the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which I hope will join me. Yes, smiling. Okay. I hope to make you proud. So it seems they agree. So I'm trying to find details. These details about the specifics. Let's go over here. So whoever was in those emails was so bad Disney would rather apologize to Gina and pay rather than reveal them to the public. So that Star Wars girl. These are some of the big YouTubers and cosplayers. You know, there's these communities like this. A lot of this intellectual property has some really diehard fans. I can't believe Hollywood went and destroyed so much of their goodwill with this. Like such a wonderful market. They even dress like the characters you've created, and they promote your stuff. And it's just you have to come with your nose. You guys are racist. The LGBTQ, black, transgender, and non-binary, you know what I'm saying? That bullshit just couldn't pass for too long. So for those uh, bitching about Gina Carano settling instead of giving you the info you wanted out of Disney, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not about you. Of course, she was the one who went through it all, not you. Just be no. Actually, a lot of people helped her and gave her the impetus to be able to fight this. So this is also a bit dismissive, but whatever. She'll be glad. Just be glad she did what she thought was right and stop constantly making everything about yourselves. Nah, it's okay, but a lot of people made it possible that she felt even for Elon to follow through and support her is because there was a mass of people who are supporting her. So can you all stop being so snarky, Jesus Christ? So Geeks and gamers have settled. So they've settled from the firing from the Mandalorian. That was the main thing. The Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm, pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve this issue in her pending lawsuit against the company. Miss Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect. This is a humble pie that I rarely see from like these big companies. Because they called her some weird names. Yeah, they claim the claims they are making against her are they're over the top, just like most work claims that people make. Yeah, they come with, oh my God, the world is coming to an end. This guy said this thing. The black people will never recover. The non-binaries will never recover. Absolute bullshit. People do that by then to go after people. So as if maybe they don't want you in a deal, they want you to take a job from you. Maybe it's following. It's always been used. It's just guys have to be a bit more aware of this. We have to stop being so naive. She worked out to perfect her craft. We look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Carano in the new future. I suspect they've offered her a role in something, and she's taken it. So, because actually, if they do something with her, it will be popular as long as it's not woke. Yes, if it's woke, that one is gone. So that's that. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy they resolved that one. She was actually a bit of a favorite of mine. I do like her character. She seemed also like a very nice celeb. It's really that we have good celebs who are not arrogant, who are full of themselves, who think say the sunshine comes out of their behinds, and their fat smell of Hugo Boss midnight cologne. So I don't know what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and a like. It helps with the algorithm. I'm really trying to grow. There's been, I don't understand. I'm still working on it. Some videos I do have good viewership, some don't. It is what it is. Sometimes it's on topic, sometimes it's what I say, sometimes it's what I'm covering. People are not interested. So it's the thing. I'm just trying to. I do videos on things that interest me. So I'm hoping that would catch on. But that's really the most consistent way you can really, continue giving people contents. I'm a VP.